Is the
Yes,
internet clear?
madam.
Yes, madam.
Okay, let's start.
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Okay, this is the past year's question starting from 1999. As you can see here, 1999, 2000. This is my collection from 1999, 2001, 2002, 2003, past all the past years, 2004, 2005, 6, 7, up to 2007. The rest semua ada dalam buku tutorial. Okay, I'm going to look at pick few questions that are related to area and volume. So let's look at the starting from number 3, and then we proceed with number 7 and so on. Okay, all the question taken from past year. Okay, we start with number 3. Sketch the curve y squared. Y squared equals to 12 times 3 minus x on the first quadrant. Given A is the area bounded by the axis in the first quadrant. Find the area A, volume 1 rotated about x-axis, and then volume 2 rotated about y-axis, and then show that B1 ratio to B2 is equal to 15 to 8. Okay, first thing we have, in order to answer the area of volume questions, we have to sketch the graph so that we can see the lower and upper limit and also the top and bottom curve. Okay, this is the y squared graph, or I can say it's actually the third graph, third function. So we have y squared, or y is actually equals to plus minus square root 12 times 3 minus 12 times x. So it is negative 12x plus 36. Okay. So I have to sketch the graph first. We have two functions that we combine into one graph. The first function is positive third. The second function is negative third. So go to the basic shape. Still remember the basic shape of third. This one, positive y, positive x, positive y, negative x here, negative x also, negative y. This one, positive x, but negative y. So we have positive y, negative x. This is the shape. Positive y, negative x, in my shape. Negative y, negative x in the third quadrant, like this. So this is the basic shape for this function. Y squared equals to 12 bracket 3 minus x. Okay, now we proceed with the asymptote. There is no asymptote. We can find directly the intercept. Go to the intersection. X and y intercept. For the x-intercept, it happens when y equals 0. So when y equals to 0, plus minus square root negative 12, x plus 36 is equal to 0. Okay, plus minus to the right, square root will be 0 squared, also 0. And then negative 12x remaining here, 36. Just move around, we have x equals to 3. So one of the points that we can get here is 3, 0. That is the x-intercept. For the y-intercept, it happens when x 0. So y is equals to plus minus square root 0 plus 36, meaning that the y-intercept is r at positive 6 and negative 6. So it is 0, 6 and 0, negative 6. So I think we have enough information to sketch the graph. So let's look at the graph. Plot all the points first before we sketch the basic shape. So the basic point 3, 0 here, and y-intercept 0, 6 and negative 0, 6. 0, negative 6, sorry, negative 6 and positive 6 here. So the graph must passing through these 3 points. So just follow the basic shape passing through these points. So the graph will be like this. Make sure you sketch the smooth graph. Kat sini sepatutnya bentuk curve, lengkung sikit. Okay, back to the question. The bounded region is in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, remember this is first, second, third, and fourth quadrant. So this is the area A. Okay, now soalan A, we have to find this area. It's up to us to integrate respect to x or y. Up to you. Because this is area, the area will be the same. Okay, let's say I want to refer to x-axis. So the lower boundary is 0, upper limit is 3. So I'm going to integrate from 0 until 3. The only function we have here is, remember we have two functions. Tadi yang bahagian atas is positive third. Kalau yang ke bawah, dia negative third. Ini yang negative y means negative third something. Kalau yang ni positive y means positive third. So we look at the positive third here. So the function now is positive negative 12x plus 36 dx. Okay, just do the basic rule. You integrate the polynomial where the power here is 1 over 2. So integrate negative 12x plus 36 power of 1 over 2 plus 1, which is 3 over 2, divide by 3 over 2. Don't forget to differentiate inside the bracket. Here is negative 12. Okay, we've done with the integration. Next part is just substitute the upper boundary and lower boundary. You will get the answer. Okay, you have to show clearly how you substitute these two limits. So negative 12 times 3 plus 36. These all of them power of 3 over 2. Divide by, what is the simplest form here? This is 6. Cancel out. 6 times 3 is negative 18. Minus, substitute with 0. So negative 12 times 0 plus 36 power of 3 over 2. Okay, get ready with your calculator. I'm going to call out your name. Negative 18. Calculate the answer. Tell me the answer, Marul Akmal. Ada Marul Akmal, BC6?
Ada, madam.
Okay, what is the answer? Tell me.
Wait, madam.
Okay. The first fraction is 0, I think, because we have negative 36 here, plus 36, 0. So the whole fraction will be 0. This one, 36 power of 3 over 2.
The
Square
answer
root.
is 12.
Okay, 12. Okay, unit squared. Thank you.
Okay, welcome, madam.
Okay, next part. Question B, we have to find the volume respect to x. Part C, volume respect to y. So we are going to use the same function, the same limit 0 and 3, but we just have to put pi and scrap the function for volume in part B. So we are part B now. The volume of A is equals to pi. Use the same limit 0 to 3. The third negative 12 plus negative 12x plus 36. Square the function. To make sure you simplify first before you integrate. So cancel out the third and squared. We have to just integrate negative 12x and 36. So integrate negative 12. We are going to get negative 12x squared over 2 plus 36x. Then just substitute both limits 0 and 3. Show clearly negative, you can simplify first, negative 6 times 3 squared plus 36 times 3 minus 0. Negative 6 times 0 plus 36 times 0. Please calculate and find the answer. Amy from BP33. What is the volume here?
Um, 54 pi.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, madam.
Okay, in part C, you are asked to find the volume of the same region, but this time the volume is rotated about y-axis. So everything must be in terms of y. Volume of A respect to y. Still have pi here, but we are not going to use the limit 0 until 3. You have to go back to the graph. We have to look at find the lower limit and upper limit. The smallest value of y from the bounded region is 0. And then going up, the biggest value of y for the bounded region is 6. So the limits are 0 and 6. Okay, the only function we have here is y squared equals to 12 times 3 minus x. This is the original function, or you can use the one that you modified. It will be the same. So if we want to integrate respect to y, we have to rearrange this equation to be x as subject, meaning that x in terms of y. So rearrange, you're going to be x equals to y squared divided by 12. Okay, then we have 3 minus x on right hand side. X pindah. 3 minus y squared divided by 12. Okay, kalau tak boleh pindah sekaligus, you have to do step by step untuk dapatkan in terms of y. So it is 3 minus y squared over 12. Remember, this is volume, so you have to square your function. Okay, simplify dulu, meaning that we have to integrate, we have to expand. I would like to remind here, the only way to integrate this function is you have to expand the bracket twice. Dekat sini, put a note, you cannot use this rule. Ax plus b power of n dx, where you can simply plus 1 for the power divided by n minus 1 times a. Untuk soalan ini tidak boleh, sebab in order to use this rule, you have to make sure the function inside the bracket must be linear. The polynomial must be linear x power of 1 untuk apply yang ini. So saya tak boleh simply jadikan dia power of 3 divided by 3, tak boleh. Saya kena expand sebab dekat bahagian dalam ni polinomial dia kuasa 2. So expand, you are going to get 9 minus berapa?
1/2.
1/2 y squared plus
1/144 y4.
y power of 4. Thank you. dy at the end. Here we have dy. Okay. It's ready for integrating. Pi. Yes, pi power 4. Okay. 9y minus y 1/2 here times y cubed over 3 plus 1/144. Integrate y power of 4 is y power of 5 over 5. And close the bracket with the limit 0 to 6. Then you have to show how you substitute the limit starting with 6. 9 times 6 minus 6 cubed over 6. 6 power of 5 over 144 times 5 minus 9 times 0 minus 0 over 6 plus 0 over 144 times 5. Okay, please calculate the answer for me. Brian CP21. What is the answer? Ada Brian?
Ada madam, kejap madam.
Okay. Yang bahagian bawah tu semua jadi kosong. Just calculate the answer for when y equals to 6 only.
144/5 pi.
In terms of decimal? In decimal number?
48.
You sure? Susah the correct answer.
28.8 pi.
Brian, calculate once again. Can you get 28.8?
Yes, madam. Tadi saya terus darab dengan pi, madam.
Oh, okay. Tak payah darab dengan pi. We just leave the answer in terms of pi. Pi ni biarkan saja.
Oh, okay, madam.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the
Thank you.
last part in part C, we have to show that the ratio of both volume 1 and volume 2 is 15 to 8. Kamu kena bahagi V1 divide by V2, simplify jawapan sampai kamu dapat 15/8. Ratio tu just simply divide sahaja sebenarnya. Okay, this is the last part. I put it here. Ratio, we have to show that V1 ratio to V2 is 15 to 8. Maksudnya kita kena bahagi V1 divide by V2. So V1 is 54 pi divide by V2 28.8 pi. Pi divide by pi, 54 divided by 28.8. What is it?
15/8.
Okay, 15/8. Okay, rearrange or change the form. Change the form from divide to ratio. V1 ratio with V2 is equals to 15 ratio to 8. Shown. Okay, ini salah satu bentuk soalan yang ada dalam Pasir dulu, tahun 99. As we can see here, we have to find both area and volume. Ini cara dia gabungkan macam mana nak cari area dan volume menggunakan diagram yang sama. Ini salah satu bentuk pattern soalan exam. Okay, we look at the next one, question number 7. Ini pun bentuk soalan Pasir ni berbeza daripada yang lain. Dia gabungkan dulu simple integration, lepas tu dia gabungkan dengan definite integral, dia masukkan limit, lepas tu dia relate lagi dengan graph dan satu graph yang sama untuk dia build up soalan tu daripada simple integration sampailah area. Okay, let's start. Number 7 here, fx equals to 2x minus 1 squared minus 1. This one is very simple, just integrate fx. So we just have to integrate 2x minus 1 squared minus 1 dx. Okay, how do we integrate this function? Alwani, BC11. Ada Alwani? Ada? Zesi?
Ada, madam.
Okay, proceed with the integration, Zesi.
2x minus 1 over 3 over 3 2 minus x plus c.
Okay, simplify.
Six.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, madam.
Okay, part B. Rosie, PC6.
Yes, madam.
Okay, proceed B. You don't have to integrate anymore. You just have to substitute the limit into previous answer. Okay, we substitute 1 first. Get ready with your calculator, Rosie, to tell me the answer. What is the answer here, Rosie?
Wait, yeah. Eight over 3.
Okay, thank you. Okay, part C, sketch the graph of fx and state the important points. Important points means the special point of the function. Dekat sini dia ada quadratic, means we have to mention and state the x, y intercept and also the minimum point. Since this is positive x squared, we have minimum point. So it's better for us to follow all the guidelines from basis, so that we can find out all the important points. Starting from the basic shape, in first step B, basic shape is mine because we have x squared positive x squared. Okay, there is no asymptote, as is for special point where we have minimum point in this case, where I can see the minimum point straight away from the question. Minimum points means we have both coordinate x and y. So the coordinate x coordinate come from inside the bracket. 2x minus 1 equals 0, x equals to 1 over 2. So when x equals to 1 over 2, substitute into the function, y is equal to, this one will be 0, squared minus 1 is negative 1. Therefore, the minimum point is 1 over 2, negative 1. Okay, I is for x and y intercept. We find the x-intercept first when y equals to 0. When y equals to 0, the 2x minus 1 squared minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to, anyone? 1 squared, 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 1? Is it correct, 1?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. 1, 0 here. And then proceed with the x and then y intercept when x equals to 0. So y equals to 0 minus 1 squared minus 1, which is negative 1, positive 1, 1 minus 1, 0. So the point is at the origin 0, 0, 0. B, A, S, I, S. Sketch the graph now. Plot all the points. So far we have 3 points, 0, 0, 1, 0, the intercept. And then the minimum point is in between these two, 1 over 2 here. The minimum point there, so negative 1, 0, 1, 1 over 2 here. Then sketch the U shape for the positive x squared. This is the graph. You can label y and x here. And that's all for part C. state the important points. This is the minimum point, x-intercept and y-intercept are here. For the last part, part D, we have to find the area bounded by fx. So we have to do something before we can just simply integrate the area. Kita kena cari dulu area yang tertutup, the bounded region. X-axis, this one, where the equation is y equals to 0. Fx x equals 0, which is y-axis. Lastly, x equals to 2. Draw a straight line. Label x equals to 2. So the bounded region going to be this part A, and small part here, part B. So we have to combine the total area from area A and area B to get the total area. So area A is the integration from 0 to 1. The top curve minus bottom curve. The top curve is the y equals to 0 minus, this is the top. Okay, mata dari sini view. So top atas y equal to 0, bottom yang bawah curve to x minus 1 square minus 1. Be careful, you have to put a bracket after you have to subtract dekat depan ni, sebab dia akan effect pada positif 1 di bahagian belakang nanti. Okay, area B is equals to the integration from 1 until 2. The top curve is the function fx. Ini atas top, ini bawah bottom. Top curve is the function fx to x minus 1 square minus 1 minus the bottom curve is y equals to 0. Okay, please solve the integration. I give you 1 or 2 minutes to find the area A and B. What is the total area from area A? Nur Muzira. Area B, Masni. Muzira, Masni, do you get the answer? Area A and B?
Wait, madam.
Wait, madam.
Okay.
Area A 5/6, madam.
5/6 macam salah je. Area A is not 5/6. Cuba kira balik. Ya, Zira, Masni.
B 19/6 madam.
Bukan juga.
2/3 kah, madam?
2/3 yang apa? A ke B?
A, madam.
Okay, yang A 2/3, yang B
10/3.
okay, 10/3. So total
4 madam.
total area is 4. Okay, move on. The next question, number 10. Given fx equals to, I'll give you the question after this. There are 30 something questions. You can do your own practices. Nanti saya akan bagi final answer after this. Okay, number 10, given fx equals to x squared and gx equals to 2x, we have a quadratic and linear function. Find A, the definite integral from 1 until 2 fx minus 1 over gx. Okay, number 1A, number 10A, the grade from 1 until 2, substitute and replace the fx as x squared minus 1 over 2x dx. Okay, integrate x squared is x cubed over 3 minus, take out the constant 1 over 2 and just imagine you just have to integrate 1 over x is ln x. Settle with the integration, substitute with the limit. 2 cubed over 8 minus 1 over 2 ln 2 minus, substitute with 1 cubed over 3 minus 1 over 2 ln 1. So simplify all the numbers and then simplify the ln. We know that ln 1 is equals to 0. So this one gone. 2 power of 3 is 8. 8 over 3 minus 1 over 3 is 7 over 3. Minus 1 over 2 ln 2. You can leave your answer in this form, or if you would like to convert to decimal number, boleh juga tukar dalam decimal number. Berapa value dia dalam decimal?
One 1.9868, madam.
3 decimal places is enough. 9, 8, 7. Is it?
Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you. Number 10B, intersection points and sketch the graph of for fx and gx. C, dia bagi satu guideline macam mana kita nak start jawab soalan yang soalan area ataupun volume yang relate antara dua function. This is the very first step. Kalau dia bagi dua function fx dengan gx, dia ada top dengan bottom curve. First kali sebelum nak lukis graf memang kena cari point of intersection dulu macam mana yang kita dah buat dalam kelas. Okay, 10B, find the point of intersection. So fx, let's say, let fx equals to gx, or usually you use y1 equals to y2. This case we use fx and gx, so just follow the question. So x squared equals to 2x. Ingat dia tak boleh potong macam ni, kena pindah. This is quadratic equation. Quadratic equation kena Selesaikan dengan cara factorize sampai kamu dapat solve to get two values of x. Two values of x. Tak boleh potong x kanan dengan x yang kiri ni, kalau tak kamu punya jawapan hanya ada satu value x sahaja. Okay, we move to x to left hand side. Factorize out the x. So we get 2x now, x equals 0 from the first factor, or x equals 2 from the second factor. In order to get the point, we have to substitute back x equals to 0 into either 1 into fx or gx. So y, let's say I substitute into fx, so 0 squared still 0. For x equals to 2, y equals to 2 squared, which is 4. So the points are 0, 0, and 2, 4. These are the point of intersection. Sketch the graph. It's very simple graph. Basic shape untuk quadratic dengan basic shape untuk linear function. So I guess you don't have to follow all the basis. Hanya terus sahaja sketch dia punya basic shape, tak payah cari intercept lagi dah. Okay, this is the fx, x squared. Then gx is the straight line passing through origin, sebab C dia kosong situ. Make sure you use your ruler. Ini gx, 2x. As you can see, the bounded region, kawasan yang tertutup antara kedua-dua function ini di bahagian tengah. Okay, what is the purpose to find the point of intersection before sketching the graph? Tujuan kita cari point of intersection ini adalah untuk menjadi kita punya lower dan upper limit. Kalau kamu tengok pada graph ini, the bounded region paling kiri dan paling kanan, bounded region yang tengah-tengah ni, paling kiri, paling hujung yang di sebelah kiri of the bounded region adalah 0, 0. Dan ini dia punya bounded region. Di penghujung bounded region yang sebelah lagi adalah point intersection yang kedua, 2, 4. Yang mana kedua-dua point ini akan menjadi upper boundary and lower boundary, upper limit dengan lower limit bagi bounded region tersebut. So sebab tu pentingnya kenapa kena cari point of intersection dulu sebelum lukis graph untuk cari bounded region. Once again, point of intersection ini akan menjadi lower and upper limit. Okay. Seterusnya dalam soalan B1 dia suruh cari area. So the area is equal to from the lowest point, yang paling kiri nilai x dia. Let's say saya nak integrate respect to x. So the view from here, ini top, ini bottom. X equals 0 until x equals 2. Teruskan dengan dia punya function yang atas, the straight line 2x minus the bottom function which is the curve x squared dx. Okay, I give you 1 minute to integrate the function and tell me the answer.
Four over 3.
Yes, 4/3. Thank you. Okay, this one, maybe the last one. Find the volume of the solid of revolution obtained by revolving the region about the x-axis. So, senanglah sebab tadi kita dah integrate respect to x. Hanya guna sahaja function yang kita dah ada tadi. Dan letak sahaja pi di depan dan squarekan kita punya setiap satu function. It's easier now. Hanya perlu letak pi dan soalan yang kedua, volume. Hanya letak pi sahaja di depan dan squarekan setiap satu function. Yang atas top curve squared, bottom curve also squared, dx. Use the same limit 0 until 2. Okay, tell me the value of the volume here.
Six 64/15 pi.
64/15 pi, correct. Thank you. If you would like to write down the unit, it will be unit power of 3 because it is volume. Kalau area, unit square. It's not important for you to write down the limit. It doesn't matter whether you put the limit or not. Examiner just look at the value of your answer. Unit tak terlalu penting. Okay, I think that's all for today. Since saya tak sempat nak discuss semua soalan volume dan area yang ada pada soalan pasir ni, we just finish question 3, 7 and 10 I guess. 3 question only. 3 soalan sahaja sebab tadi saya nak cover banyak lagi tapi dah tak sempat. Kerana habis masa. 3. So, I will leave it the rest to you. Soalan 14 sampai 34 ni buat dan kena hantar bersama-sama dengan soalan tutorial chapter 1 nanti. Jawapan chapter 1 nanti saya nak tengok sekali.
Madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Terima kasih, madam.
Bye.
Madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Sudah.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.